We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Jarrell Cotton, the pitcher from the Virgin Islands, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. First to 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
Here it comes on 0-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. The 1-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Line to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player able to work himself deep into the count. Pitcher on the attack, but chalk one up for the offense on that.
So here's Avisail Garcia. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
1-1.
And there's ball 1. Garcia, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall, is making a push for the All-Star squad this year with a great year. 3rd in voting among left fielders entering the day.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
The 2-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
In is Christian Yelich. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here's the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he popped him up. Bryant over to his right. 1 down.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Nope. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
The 2-1 home. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Hiura, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Full count. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Adrian Hauser will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
The 1-1 home misses for the second ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Pulled toward right center field. Kane on the move. But he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Now to the plate, Chris Bryant. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. From the stretch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Runner at second here with one man out. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He'll start this one at 269. 16 homers and 59 RBIs. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs.
Yeah, but we really can't be surprised by that, right? No doubt he's one of the best all-around talents in the sport today.
Here comes the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rizzo comes into play with a slugging percentage over 490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. Now it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And that's finally over for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well, he needed to get ahead, and he does with the fastball. It's 0-1. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
Off the plate, ball 1.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Here's Jed Jerko now. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Now this one's hit hard to left field by Jerko and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot here for Jed Jerko. Third home run for him on the year, and the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Batting eight, the shortstop.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, Adrian Hauser. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Line drive to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball one. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is popped up. Rizzo moving to his left. And the inning is over. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
1-2.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
At the plate now, Jarrell Cotton. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Javier Baez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled slowly to first. He's got it. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Fly ball right down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Hit back toward the mound. Kipnis ranging to his right, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Brad Wick is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Standing in, Christian Yelich. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Comes set with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Whoa, that's down. Down at 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up Keston Huron. Hit weekly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the third now, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Woo, not a spot you expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. 1 out. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Here he comes on 2-0.
Ball, that's his back.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it live. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
The third baseman.
As he puts it on the ground to third. Reined in. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Up next to the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson. John Torres.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch on its way. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
And this one's over at the knees. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Smoke has got it, and the side is retired. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now a 3-1 ball game. All set for the start of the 4th. And next will be the power hitting catcher, Omar Narvaez. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out. Ball, that's inside.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home misses. Ball 2. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Too high, and it's 3-0. Three balls and a strike now to Smoke. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Well hit to right, but foul.
Oh, that's foul.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Into the box, Jed Jerko. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Jerko playing here in his age 31 season. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next for Milwaukee, Orlando Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. Bases loaded here, nobody out. A ball and a strike now. Up high, 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here now the 2-2. Well hit out to straightaway center. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does, jumping all over this thing for a grand slam.
Alec Mills gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Alec Mills.
Stepping in now, Adrian Hauser. And it's fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
the center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
7 runs, just 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. This one's flared out toward left. In comes the left fielder. He can't get there as it falls in. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. First things first, here's a throw over. Back in standing. So here is Avisail Garcia as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Runners on first with 1 down. On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. So a runner at first with 2 away, and up next the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Count 1-0. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the ground to the right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove, and they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. But the damage done as the Brewers strike for 4 runs coming on this grand slam. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Brewers 7 and the Cubs 1. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 1-0 home. Looking at his career totals, Rizzo hits a little over the 270 mark. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Yelich is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So 1 away here in the Chicago fourth, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
That evens it up 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
The next 3-2. A bouncer to the left side, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
To the plate now, Ian Happ, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Count is 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch pulled toward right center field. Yelich is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Man at second here with 2 away, and standing in now, the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. First offering on its way. Turned on down the line. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They're down 7-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. One and one to count. Swings through it for strike number 2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
At the plate, Omar Narvaez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
So now to the plate, Justin Smoke. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1 and 1.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3 and 2. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So coming to the plate, Jed Jerko, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's ready. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Popped up. Bryant is there. And that's the 3rd out. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're on top 7-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi. Corbin Burns, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Victor Caratini will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. 1 out, nobody on. And a curious looking swing that time, as he likely had ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-1. There's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just inside. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No hits to this point. That's inside. 2-0. 2 out with the man at first. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike two. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 7-1. Jeremy Jeffress gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. All set for the start of the inning, and up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
2 balls, no.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-1.
3 balls, 2
Swung on and missed 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Eric Sogard will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Eric Sogard.
A high fastball is in there. That average for him up in the 360s now. 7 homers and 36 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lorenzo Cain. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 0 to the Brewers center fielder.
2-0.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now here's the pitch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Liner toward right center.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Standing in now, Avisail Garcia. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Brewers strand 1. They're on top 7-1. Brent Suter enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 35, Brent Suter.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
In there at the letters 0-1. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Popped him up. Jerko has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Ready for another shot now. Kyle Schwarber. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 0 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three and one to the Cubs left fielder. Ian Happ waits on deck. Pitch on the way. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And there's a base hit on the line.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Ian Happ, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way.
It goes to show you you'll take location over velocity any day. That pitch didn't light up the radar gun, but you can't do anything with that as a batter when it's executed in such a good spot.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. 1 there, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Nico Horner will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Nico Horner.
Out in front of it, strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. The 1-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Horner, a California-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level.
Nope.
Fastball well outside.
I got to count 2-2.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And it's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Another try at 2-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's right there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 7-1. Kyle Ryan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 56.
And here's Christian Yelich now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Yelich.
He's set, and the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Ryan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Now the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. The pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
0-1, here it comes. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, outside.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
2 strikes.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Justin Smoke. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 0-1.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, man, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Nope.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Ryan Tepera comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Ryan Tepera.
Ryan Braun will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Ryan Braun.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Two balls and a strike to Braun.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
The 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. 2 out, bases loaded. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Brewers 8 and the Cubs 1. David Phelps gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
David Phelps.
Last half of the 7th here, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And the pitch.
Ball, that's out. That's ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a pitch swung on and bounced to Arcia. It's short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Jason Hayward.
So 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line hard toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at bat in this one.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he's safe.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I've played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Wilson Contreras comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes.
Ball, that's out. Ball 2.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Popped him up. Navarez waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Grounded to short. Arcia fields it cleanly. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
To the left side, but it's well foul. The 1-2 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Digging in, Avisail Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Waiting
1
next,
strike.
there's Christian Yelich. The 3-1. Now a sinker this time, but this ball stays outside as he loses him here. It's ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home.
The count is 2-1.
First and second now, 1 man out. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Going back is the center fielder into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the blowout continues.
Now back, catcher.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set and the 0-1. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
In now, Justin Smoke. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 11 and the Cubs 1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
At the plate, Ian Happ, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Happ with a 2-1 count now.
1 strike.
Smokes it foul down the line at first. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gets dirty and gloves it. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
David Bodie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Cubs, number 13, David Bodie.
And that misses ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Two and one.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1 home. Line toward the alley in left center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy he's a grinder and he's going to approach every at bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Ray Black enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 50, Ray Black.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Second and third, 2 away. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Kane will make the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Rowan Wick enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping up now, Jed Jerko. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Jed Jerko.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0.
2-0.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Wick is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Jed Jerko becomes the first out in the 9th inning.
Orlando Arcia.
Into the box now, Orlando Arcia, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One out, nobody on. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Three balls, 1 strike to Orlando Arcia.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Bases are empty, one man out. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
The pitcher, number 50, Ray Black.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ray Black. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A 1 pitch on its way.
That's out.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, man, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Lorenzo Cain. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Brewers 11 and the Cubs 1. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1 home.
I got 2-1 the count.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And another foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Kane is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball right down the line and left. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-1 at the end of this one. Milwaukee wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Corbin Burns earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jarrell Cotton couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 11 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.